Hello people, my name is Rob from AllAboutGaming and this is a new episode of the Gillingham career mode. This is episode number 2. I hope you guys liked it, so please leave a like below the video. And in today's video I played for you 4 matches. Actually I've got 3 matches for the league and then I also have 1 match for the Johnson's Paint Trophy. So this was a very big task. Otherwise I also have signed 2 new players in the team on loan. So I had a new attacker, a right attacker. His name's Iloki. He's on loan from a French team where he can't play because he isn't that good enough to play there. So I took him on loan in our team, and we also have a center midfielder from Aston Villa who really can make some goals at us, I hope. So he's on loan for us for 2 years. Both players are on loan for us for 2 years, so I hope they can do something in this game. Our first game was against Port Vale and I really thought we can make a chance to have the 3 points in the bag. So our first goal was kept out by the keeper. It was maybe his first goal for new left midfielder for Cuevas in his debut, but he just couldn't make the goal. But then Donnelly gets the ball in his feet and he knows what to do with it, and he made the goal for us, and I was just very happy that he did that. And now we are 1-0 ahead at Port Vale, so I was very happy to have the first goal. I was a bit disappointed that Cuevas couldn't make the goal, but yeah, that's now football. But a couple of minutes later, Port Vale, they were back in the game by a very strange goal, because the ball bounces back off the keeper. And what were my defenders doing? I don't know. And I think there's really something wrong with my defenders, because maybe they are the strongest part of the team if we look to the stats, but I think we really need to have some better defenders, because we just concede too much goals in this episode. You will see we just concede too much goals. Like these stupid goals, I just can't afford it to have that, and maybe in the next season, and I hope in the championship, we just couldn't afford something like those goals. But a couple of minutes later, my striker makes another goal for us, and no, it's not my striker, it's my left midfielder Baker, who is on loan with us. He's from Manchester City, and he now made his first goal for us in the Gillingham shirt, which is very cool, very good for us, because I know nowadays he don't make so many goals. So it's pretty cool that he make a goal for us, and I'm just very happy that he did that. But just after the rest we had a very good chance, because it was right which was going through, but the ball just went past the goal, and that was not good at all. But in the 81 minutes, Port Vale were back and they had a very good chance. The ball was actually blocked, but they get the ball from the corner, so it was a goal kick. But what did the keeper? He just passed it straight in the feet of the attacker, and he made 2-0 back again. And this was a bit disappointed, so this was again a very stupid goal that they made. So we deserved to win the game, but we ended the game as a 2-2 draw, which was not good at all. So I think we conceded too much goals after I saw the game against Port Vale. So I really thought this could be another win for us, 3 points in the bag, but we couldn't. We only have 1 point out of 3 in this game. And now it was time to get our attention to the Johnson's Paint Trophy, our first match against Stevenage, which is a League 2 team. But they are going to be decent, because League 2 and League 1, they are not so very far off. So I think we really should have a win against them. And maybe now it is the time to put my right striker in the team, Iloki. He can play for us a match, I thought, and I don't know if I need to use him right now, or maybe I should put him on the bench for a couple of times. But I think he really had a chance to play for us, and if he is a good player, I will use him more than possible. So right now we did have a very good chance to win our first match in the Johnson's Paint Trophy, and our first chance was kept out by the keeper, but it was actually a very good header of us, so I don't know why the keeper kept it out of the goal. It was very strange. But Stevenage could be 1-0 against us, but also my keeper did a very good job. And in minute 43 we were coming back with Donnelly. He gave a very good pass against Norris. Their defenders were pretty weak, and we are 1-0 ahead of them just before halftime, which was very good for our team. Maybe it can give them a boost to play a bit better football in the second half, because in this half we weren't on our best form, I would say. because we conceded again too much chances, but luckily they didn't put them in the goal. But their keeper was doing something very strange, and Norris gets the ball back. He would pass it, and yes, he passed it into Jackson's feet, and he had a very good chance, but he misses the goal completely. But anyways, in the last minutes of the game, look what was my keeper doing. I don't know what is wrong with them, but then my defender blocks the ball luckily, because otherwise it could be a goal for them. But in the 90th of minute, there they were. Stevenage, they had a very good chance to be against 1-0 against us. So look what they did. They take the ball. It was offside anyways, but they just shot it to the post, and I don't know what was happening there. It was a very good chance for this, but it was offside anyway. So we've won this game 1-0, and we are through to the next round in the Johnson Spain Trophy fixture, and I'm very happy about a 1-0 win. It was not good enough, I think, but we've won, and that's what's the important thing of the game. But now we did have a home match against Colchester United, a team which is in the bottom of the league, so I really thought this could be a winning game for us, because we are playing at home. We do have a lot better players of them, and this could be the debut of Iloki, I thought, and I need to change a bit around in my team, because there were a couple of players tired after that FA Cup fixture, and now we really should win against Colchester, I thought in my mind. And if you have some more suggestions to buy in the January transfer window, please put it in the descriptions, because I think I need to have some center backs, to have some right backs. Please put it in the description, because I don't know which player should I buy in the January transfer window. But first of all, let's turn our attention to the match against Colchester United, which was actually huge to be in second place again, because if we draw or lost, we could be in 6th place, because there were a couple of teams which play very much better than us. But just 2 minutes after we start the game, we already have a goal in the box, which was very good for us, and I didn't know their defending was so awful. Look at them, how easily we can pass the keeper and the players, which is actually very good for us, because Luke Norris, he made his second goal for us, and it was also very good, because actually I don't very like him, that Norris guy. But the match wasn't played, because Colchester, they had a lot of chances too. Look at there, what was my defender doing, and then they had a penalty. I don't know why did my defender do that, but after a while I looked back at the penalty, and look, it was definitely a penalty, and I know why he did that, because otherwise he would be past him, and then maybe he also had a chance to make it 1-0 again. But now, could Nelson take the penalty? No, he couldn't. He just shot the penalty through the middle, and we were back 1-0 against the team which were bottom of the league, which is not so good for us as the manager of Gillingham. We should actually win this game against those sides in the league like Colchester and Port Vale. It is pretty poor to get a draw against them, because they are weaker than the other sides we need to face, like Millwall and Sheffield United. But there we also had pretty good chances to be in front again, and then Wright has a very good chance, and the ball just went straight at the post, and then it was over for us. But they were back, Colchester, and they could make now a goal in for them. So I don't know what could we do about it. They just went past the defenders, past everything, but the keeper kept the ball out of the goal, which was very good. But then their defending was awful, like I already said. They just couldn't take the ball back, and Wright was just going straight at the goal of the opposition, and he will give the pass, otherwise I don't know what he was doing, because my own teammate blocked the ball and our chance was over. But just a couple of minutes after the break, we did have a very good chance, but the defender, he just kicks the ball away, but it just went straight at my feet, and Cuevas, he went to the left side of the park, and he gets the ball into the feet of my right mid McGlashan, and he made the second goal for us, for Gillingham. And me, as the manager of them, I very like my right midfielder, and he is 62 rated overall. It's not so very good, but I think he should be rated 66 or 67 at the end of my first season. So he's a very good striker. He's a very good midfielder. I need to say, he's very fast. And then in the minute 72, we do have a very good opportunity to make it 3-1. I saw very much room with Amer. He's a center back, but the keeper of Colchester kept the ball out of the goal. But We had so many chances to make it 3-1, make it even 4-1, but then my center back did something, he just ruined it up, and then they did have a very good chance to make it back 2-0 against us, and to have again a draw against a weaker side. So my center back, he's lost because he was walking at the front, and then they make it 2-0. So instead it was 3-1 for us, they make it 2-0 again. And the match ended as a 2-2 draw against a team which are regularly pretty terrible in the league. So I don't know, I think it was a very good opportunity for us to get 3 points in the bag, but again it was a draw and we should do something about our defending. And now we are actually in 6th place, we are 2 points behind the 3rd place, but we should do something in our team. So I thought it was time to do some more training, because there is really much room to improvement with my new players in the team. So I hope they can do a lot better in the next episode, in the next match. And that was a match against Crew Alexandra. Again, it's a pretty weak team. They are now in 15th place. They only had 1 win. They have also 3 draws. So it could be a very interesting side to play against. And when they win against us, we could be in 15th place, because they're only 3 points ahead of us, which is pretty crazy after 5 games playing. We had actually a struggling start to get a lot of wins. We didn't lose a game, which is good neither, but I really think we should have a win. But it's a game away, so you really don't know what is going to happen. But my man, Iloki, it's pretty crazy, it's his debut, but he couldn't make the goal. Their keeper just after 50 minutes kept them out of the game. And now McGlashan, he had a very good opportunity to make it again 1-0 for us, but it was a very decent block by the players of Crew Alexandra. And every time when I had the ball and I came in the box, what did the Crew Alexandra players doing? They just take the ball and they kicked it away. It was very frustrating to play against the side which are doing this every single time when I had the ball. Look at them, they take the ball and they shot it away. But in the 40th minute I have a very good opportunity to make it 1-0 for us out of a very stupid free kick for us, because a player of Crew Alexandra just walked to a player of me and we had a free kick in mind, and Garner makes his first goal in a Gillingham shirt, which is very good. He's on loan with us from the team Aston Villa in the Barclays Premier League, so in 2 years I hope we are there too. And I think I will buy him after a while, but now he's on loan because he was just too expensive to buy for us. But they were back in Crew Alexandra, they were searching for an equalizer, but they just couldn't after my keeper made a very ridiculous save. The ball was just kept out, and after the rest we had actually a very good chance to make it 2-0, but their keeper just held them in the game, and this game really wasn't played yet. But we had so many chances, it was just frustrating. Even Iloki has another chance, but it was just too weak. And then there was something happening which is ridiculous. So my left midfielder gets the ball on the pitch, but the ball went just straight at the feet of the Crew Alexandra striker and he puts the ball into the goal. I was just so furious after that moment. I really thought, is this really happening? What are they doing? And there is something wrong with my midfield, with my defense. Actually, this is again the foul of the defense. So it was again a match which ended as a 1-1 draw. But at the end, they really had a chance to make it 2-1. And look at them, what was happening? My defense just headed the ball into his feet. And it was not over yet, because all the players were free. And now, I think this was offside, but the CPU thought it wasn't. And actually, we are very lucky to have this 1-1 draw, but I think otherwise, I think Crew Alexandra could win the game. Even we should win the game against them, but in fact, it is a 1-1 draw. And now we are in 7th place, which isn't that good at all. So anyways, people, this was the video for today. I hope you guys like it. Please smash that like button if you want to see some more of the Gillingham career mode. If you are new around here, don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to put in the comments which players do you want to see at Gillingham. And I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.